Hi there! We're going to find out if this is actually working. I'm doing an experiment. So this isn't my usual live show because I actually just wanted to see if this works. So this is a test. This is a test to see if it works, okay? And in case you're wondering what this is, actually, if you've never looked at this before, this is OBS Studio, which is actually open broadcasting software, and it allows you to stream and record your screen and do all sorts of funky things like that. But what I want to do actually is, let me see, I actually want to, I want to try this thing out here, okay? So what I'm doing is I've actually been doing, and by the way, if you're in the chat, say hi. If you're in the chat, say hi, especially if you can hear me, because I'd like to know that that this is actually working properly. So I do occasionally like the idea of streaming, obviously, to YouTube, but I also have a channel on Twitch, which I basically just ignore all the time. And I know that there are people who like one thing over another. So I thought I'd give this thing a try. This is restream.io. And the free format actually allows you to say hi. Say hi if you're in the chat. I want to know that you're there. I want to hear you. Can you hear me? Let me go type, can you hear me? Say hi. And can you hear me? There you go. Anyway, there's you can pay for this thing as well, but apparently Restream lets you use a single location. And if I go back to OBS Studio here and I go into my settings, you'll see that in settings there's an option here for streaming, and you can stream to various services. And the services in this case are well, I can't touch it right now because I'm already streaming, but there's YouTube and there's Facebook and there's a whole bunch of different things, but one of them is restream.io. And the point with restream.io is that I can specify that as location. Christopher, nice to see you. Thank you. Anyway, so I wanted to find out whether A, it worked well, and whether it sounded just as good over on Twitch as it does on YouTube. So, by the way, if you're curious, my Twitch thingy is twitch.tv/jugdish. That's one of my gamer it's one of my gamer things. Anyway, so I wanted to find out whether it would work properly on multiple things simultaneously. So there you go. And oh, I want a minute. There's I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Anyway, so let me just get rid of that one for a second. So that's it. So I'm just trying to find out whether it actually streams properly on multiple sites simultaneously. In this case, I'm using the free service. There's a pricing structure here as well. But the basic structure, the basic free, lets you stream to YouTube and Twitch.tv and a bunch of other things without having any issues. So you don't actually have to spend the money, and I'm not actually spending the money on this. I'm just trying out the free service. So anyways, that's it. So I'm trying that out, and because you're here and because you actually took the time to come and check in, let's do a Linux distribution, shall we? Let's try something different. I'm going to say new virtual machine, and we're going to go and take a look at an ISO file on the system, shall we? Let's go in my ISOs directory, and today we're going to try Academix 1.1. So I'm going to say choose volume, and I'm going to say forward, and I'm going to give it, let's give it 2048. I actually have a fair bit of memory on this PC, by the way, in case you don't know that already. I have like 12 gig of RAM, so no problem. 20 gig for the disk, and let's call it Academix. And what is Academix? What is Academix? Let's go back and take a look at my min window here. And Academix is a GNU Linux distribution that is focused on the educational market, especially for teaching. Let me see. It says is a Debian-based distribution, especially for teaching, with programs bundled for education, starting with primary classes and ending with university education. So I figured, hey, let's give that a try. So you are jumping in here and you're helping me test this out, and I'll give you something for it, okay? And what I'm going to give you is that we'll take a look at this distribution. So I'm going to say finish. The virtual machine is now being created. Whoa, I do love me those text-based screens. I really do. Let's go to live. Let's go with a live distribution, shall we? As opposed to, installing it. There we go. Academix. Let me all right, let's bring that up a little bit. Let's stretch out the window as best we can here. There we go. I love text screens. I do. Present arms! Nice to see you. I know I didn't advertise this. I didn't plan it. I just jumped in and said, hey, let's try something out for fun here. And yes, that's what I'm doing at the moment. That's what I'm doing at the moment. Academix. Academix. I don't know anything about this other than the fact that I read about it today, and I thought, hey, let's check it out. Is it booted up? Is it booted up? Is it actually working yet? Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. So this is, again, let me go to Control-Alt here and go back to Min. So this is a Linux distribution, Documentati. Oh, apparently this is sponsori. Apparently I should switch to English here because I obviously have no idea what I'm reading here. Okay, this is not written in a language that I understand. That's okay. That's okay. No problem. Is there a what's the it says EN. It says English. It says EN in the URL, and yet this is definitely not English. A Debian-based distribution. That is just weird. See, it switched to English. Did you see that? Did you see that? It was English when I looked at it. And you hold on, check it out, check it out. Let's do the reload here, okay? Let's do the reload of the page, and we'll go back to here. We'll go EN. See, let's reload the page. Check it out, okay? I am not doing anything to the page. Watch, watch, watch. It says bundled programs, and somewhere after a few seconds, it switches back. It switched back from English to Spanish. I'm guessing it was Spanish. Now it's not doing it. You saw it. You all saw it, didn't you? Come on, you saw it. All right, let's go back here. Let's go back and take a look. Edu. Install new applications. I would have thought there would be a whole pile of already installed applications on this thing. Let's find out what Edu is. Let's find out what Edu is, shall we? Just because, oh, there we go, there we go. It is featuring a whole bunch of packages. Let's just go back. I'm going to take a look here. Especially for teaching. I swear this thing switched languages on me. I swear it did. I'm going to have to go back and take a look at the video because I know this happened. All right, doesn't matter. Let's take a look. So we got different courses. So the software manager is set up in such a way that we've got different courses based on areas of, oh, electronics. That should be interesting. Let's check out electronics. My nose is a little stuffy today. I apologize for that. Quite Universal Circuit Simulator. QUCS. Integrated Circuit Simulator, which means you're able to set up a circuit with a graphical user interface. That's cool. I didn't even know this stuff existed. That is really neat. I'm going to have to check that one out. All right, I'm going to write that down. No, I won't write it down. I'll take a look at it a little bit later. That's interesting. Let's go back to the categories. New, featured, 44 packages. Alice 3, is that the AI system? Is that the AI system, Alice? No, it is not. A block-based programming environment. Interesting. I did not know this either. Huh. Ardora, Atom, Audacity, AVI. I wouldn't think of Audacity so much as an educational package, but why not? Same with AVI Demux. It doesn't actually say educational for me, although maybe this is just featured packages. Period. Let's take a look at biology. Virtual Microscope. Virtual Microscope. Not installed. NASA-funded project that provides simulated scientific instrumentation for students and researchers. Well, that's cool. All right. So if I'm getting this correctly, it's not that this distribution has any great number of educational tools because I don't see them here. I certainly don't see anything that's pre-installed in a big way. It just seems to me that, I mean, we've got LibreOffice, but, you know, that's like in every Linux distribution. It's just the software manager has, they've made a point on the software manager of highlighting specific tools for well, education in one way, shape, or form. Games packages. Robotics. That should be interesting. Let's check that one out. Robotics. Let's see. Integrated robotics GUI environment. Chorionoid. Allows users to have their own functions on the basis of various basic robotics function. That's cool. That sounds really interesting. I should definitely check some of these things out just for fun. But there you go. There you go. So I'm going to go back. So this wasn't meant to be a long thing. This is just meant for me to take a look and see how this thing works. Specifically, in case you weren't here at exactly the very beginning, I wanted to find out whether Restream.io actually worked reasonably well as a way to stream to both Twitch, my Twitch channel here. Oh, there it is. See, it's working. It's working. It's working. That's fascinating. What are all these things? I have no idea what these things are. Stream chat, and obviously my YouTube live thing is obviously working as well. So if I were to go youtube.com, youtube.com, let's go to youtube.com and we'll go /freethinker@large /free, /freethinker@large, and theoretically I should be able to see the stream there as well. Live now. Let's click on the live now button. So there we go. That's that one. So I'm looking at that stream there, and there's the Twitch stream, and you know, it looks pretty good. I would say that this looks pretty good. So if you're in the chat, whether it's you, let me see. I see Present Arms there and Christopher. Let me know. Does it look normal? As in, does it look as if I was just streaming to the regular YouTube channel, or do you see something else happening there? It looks pretty good on this end. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it for now. Like I said, I just wanted to test this out. I'm going to go back and take a look at it myself and listen to it. But if you feel like leaving me a comment and letting me know whether you can hear it properly and whether it's streaming normally, despite the fact that I am going through this Restream.io system. And again, for the people who came in late, I'll show you where that is. You go into settings here, and under settings, there's streaming services, and then you can put your stream key and what service it is you're streaming from, and this is how I am doing this at the moment. This is how I'm doing the two. But that's where I'm going to leave it for now. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to go and check it out myself and see what happened, but if you want to say something, let me know about it. Please do, and of course, you can always leave comments below, and in my YouTube channel, youtube.com/freethinker@large. And that's it. That's all I'm doing. That's where I'm stopping. Stop stream. Let's see how this worked out.